Welcome back. This is the Benjinator, and you're watching Let's Play SaGa Frontier. This is Lute's quest, and this is the finale. After only two other videos, yes, we've reached the end of Lute's quest, the easiest and most lazily programmed one. So let me just show you what I've done a little bit. So of course I got my, as usual, the bunch of max cures, 33s should be fine. I actually put the backpack on Captain Hamilton since she's fairly well armored, and also is somebody that I think has the least chance of dying aside from the two robots. You would think to yourself, well, shouldn't you put one of the backpacks on the two robots? But what I decided to do with them, of course, is I gave Engineer Car a Zero Sword, 2 powered suits, an Excel Shield, and a Hyper Blaster. So Engineer Car and T260G should be fairly well armed for this next endeavor. So good stuff. And you might think to yourself, well, isn't this a little underprepared? My response to you is this should be more than enough, even without Plural Slash or Turbid Current or any of that crazy stuff we done last time. This should be more than enough to confront Lute's final boss. So let's go. Let's go to Mondo's base. Skipper. Woo! Alright, so, yeah, this is the point of no return, by the way. After you've initiated this this little side quest. Oh, we're going to Wakatsu. Nice. That's exciting. We haven't gone to Wakatsu in a while. Oh, yeah, so a little extra dialogue because we got Gen with us. It's pretty awesome. Obviously, if you don't have Gen with you, he doesn't say that, but it's not mandatory. I like that. I do like the fact that this actually looks like you know, like a Renaissance era galley, whereas all the other ships look kind of futuristic and just shoddy. This one actually looks kind of nice. Alright, we're going to be approaching the ship. Wow, that thing's pretty huge. Looks like some kind of sand shark or something. Who knows? Yeah, sand sharks are an enemy that you fight in one of the other games that I really like. Alright, let's do it. We're going to crash into the ship. That seems kind of crazy. Yeah, exactly. See, Lute and I, we're on the same wavelength. Everybody else is just crazy. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna launch cannonballs at him. Yeah, I guess if you're like a guerrilla organization, you need to favor speed over power. Huh. Ah, okay. Yeah, we're a pretty small ship compared to them. Yeah, I think it's gonna show you the scale. Like, we're just absolutely this little speck of dust compared to that thing. That's good. Oh, this is kind of funny. I'm surprised that at the speed we're going, we're managing to not get thrown around on the deck, especially below the deck. People bouncing around like pinballs. It'd be crazy. Yeah. Look at that! Look at that those high resolution explosions right there. Hey, for 1998, this is pretty good. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, this was 97. I'll have to check. I don't know though. The credits show up every single time. All right. Now we're gonna board them. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna be like pirates. Uh-oh, he's running away. Okay. So now we're gonna go after him. All right. So now we're officially entering the final dungeon. There's no treasure in here, by the way. So if you're excited about goodies like the Hyperion Bazooka, it's just not going to show up. This is why this dungeon, this quest in general is just so lame. I mean, they actually went through the trouble of designing a final level, which is good. I mean, you could just like fight the final boss at the same dungeon in Wakatu or something in the like the Saber Castle or whatever it's called, but they actually did design something else, so that's kind of good. Alright, so yeah, trying to get around this guy, because the enemies here are pretty pointless. They're not anything special. You don't really get to fight anybody, any kind of special... actually, there is one special enemy that you fight, but even he's not really worth it. Alright, so we're going to have to fight this guy. Engineer Car Absorb Hypno Flash, not that it'll do any good. So what we want to do is pick up, yeah, that little box of stuff over there. And all that means is, well, first of all, we have to fight this stupid gargoyle thing. Oh, I dislike narrow corridors. Although there's not nearly as many here as there was in Red's Quest, if you guys recall. That final dungeon in Red's Quest, it was just all... I mean, I know it seemed pretty quickly because I skipped all the battles for the most part there, but there's just a lot of narrow corridors, a ton of battles. It was just, it was aggravating. Alright, so we're actually pretty close to the end of this dungeon, believe it or not. So, yeah, if you want to pick up some extra mech skills, feel free to fight those guys, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so going over here, and then... I'm trying to remember exactly what to do. Okay, I don't think that there's actually anything here. I think you can just kind of skip it. Yeah, because I remember there's one door that really doesn't bring anywhere, so... okay. Never mind, I guess there is something you have to do. I guess we'll figure that out. Like I said, I don't really take this quest particularly seriously, so there are a few things that I will forget. Oh, okay, you have to go up these stairs. And once again, you just... Okay, I guess you fight a battle. And once that's over, you go over here. And once again, you just pick up that little blue glowing container, and you should be all set. One thing I do like about this dungeon, though, and we've heard this theme before, the particular music they're playing in the background. It only shows up in special dungeons, though. Like, there's no place on the free roaming map where you can actually enter and hear this music. So this is an indication that you're somewhere special, which I like. It's a good theme, though. Definitely not my favorite boss music. My favorite theme, I should say, from this game is one of the boss themes that you fight when you're going up against the Time Lord. So, by the way, if you want to fight that dude, that's sort of the Iron Giant thing that we saw in Acellus' quest. But I really don't feel like going up against him. He's nobody special. All right, so at this point, I do recommend that you save, and all you have to do is get through this. Like I was saying, all you have to do is get through this room, go up here, and here we go. Congratulations, you've beaten the final dungeon of Lute's quest. That took a solid 10 minutes, even if you count the battles. Okay, so... Uh-oh. We've awoken Megatron. Yeah, look at those. Look at that high resolution, just death-defying graphics. I really shouldn't make fun of... I really shouldn't be making fun of the graphics in this game. Being a retro gamer, that's pretty much how every game is. And, you know, there are games with much worse graphics. Okay, so I guess that's Mondo with his Goku hair. And now he's pushing the button to turn stuff on. And now we're going to fight him. So, yes, we were introduced to this guy. He gave us a ride. And then about 10 minutes later, he's decided to kill us. So, now we're going to be fighting the final boss of Lute's quest. And it's got some pretty good music, I have to say. And yes, it's going to be a giant robot. And this giant robot's name is Spriggan. So the good thing about Spriggan is that almost all of his attacks are physical-based. So if you have like the powered suits and all that stuff, it doesn't do that much damage. So I just recommend whipping out the triple thrust, and with Captain Hamilton, you want to use that trick shot because that does a lot of damage. And then just the most powerful of everything else, Hyper Blast. Hyper Blast. Just use up all your Hyper Blasts. There's no point in not doing that. Because you will have a sword, or at least these two guys will be able to use their swords, and you don't run out of sword swings. And there's pretty much a guaranteed 5,000 damage at the beginning of every turn, just because our characters are so quick, even without combining. So yeah, Supersonic is a pain in the butt, but look how weak that was. I mean, usually Sonic attacks are much stronger. I mean, we've seen Chimeras do more damage. You can just fight those guys for peanuts in the Bio Research Lab. So that just goes to show you how weak Spriggan is. He's really not that much of a challenge. It is going to take a little while for us to wear him down, but overall his power base is very, very weak. This was the first SaGa Frontier final boss I've beaten, by the way. You know, once I discovered this whole scam about, you know, Lute confronting the last boss early on, it was pretty easy to deal with. Alrighty, so it looks like Lute is losing a little bit of his energy. That's okay. Remember, I actually put max cures on both Jen and Lute, just in case there's some kind of emergency. So my healing power is not that great here. Uh-oh, now he's transforming. This is a lot more intimidating. This is a lot less intimidating than it actually is, though. These form changes aren't really indicative of anything huge. Just try to keep Lute alive, and that's really not too hard. Could use Miserthyme in this battle. She would have, now that I think about it, she would have probably made things a little bit better, but yeah, just use a Max Cure, Wheel Slash, Hyper Blast, good stuff. The thing about Magnify, though, is you want to use that as a last resort, because that'll do a lot of damage, but there's always a chance of it malfunctioning, so something I probably explained in Red's video, but it's worth reiterating. Alright, so Kasumi, love it! Actually, this form of Spriggan isn't as powerful as his gun form, because he does a lot of those melee attacks, and those can be easily countered, especially by Kasumi. So, if you have Kasumi, it's a real asset here. Alright, so let's go back to Trick-Shotting. Woo! Why not? Wheel Slash, Hyper Blast, Hyper Blast. See, this is it's pretty routine. He doesn't really have any... Spriggan doesn't have any big, scary attacks that you have to watch out for. It's not like 3 Mistresses. It's all pretty basic. Yep, and Blade is going to do nothing to the robots. Actually, if you want to play it really safe, I recommend rearranging your party so that the 2 robots are actually in the front, and they'll pretty much absorb all the damage, which would be awesome. So, yeah, Supersonic once again. How's Gen doing? Okay, he's getting down a little bit, but overall we're not doing too bad. Oh, Iron Pole is kind of an annoying attack. It hits everybody and does a little bit of damage, so nothing to worry about too much. Yeah, Gen might need some recovery, so let's have him heal himself. Why not? Take a breather. And Hyper Blast, easy stuff. Trick Shot is so good; it doesn't combine well, but it does a lot of damage. So when in doubt, always just have a double Trick Shot. It's funny. Trick Shot actually does work with one gun, but it doesn't do like the double gun shot. You actually shoot at a rock and it falls down on him. It's kind of cool. 0 damage by Spriggan. See, all these physical attacks, it makes it so much easier. See, this is at least a nice kind of cinematic battle, because of the fact that Spriggan keeps changing forms. But it's all it's all basically a parlor trick. Okay, so I think this is his final form. This guy actually does have some, I guess, ether or magic-based attacks, but hopefully we'll be able to finish off Spriggan before he does anything too tricky, because this one, he'll actually shoot stuff at you, which is a pain in the butt. But still, Hyper Blast. Actually, yeah, we'll use Magnify next time, because that'll be his last shot for Engineer Car. Because why not? Then I'll just go back to using swords, and that'll be fine. Destruction Beam. Double Gale Slash. Oh, wow, it's quick. Oh, he blocked that. That's too bad. Vulcan hurts a little bit. Not too bad, though. Lute probably will need some recovery, which is fine. I'm glad that Captain Hamilton is actually avoiding most of the more severe attacks. Okay, so... yeah, this is when he randomly uses just kind of like these little gunshot attacks. But if they're aiming for the robots, they're going to do basically nothing. Swallow Swing. Alright, now we can Magnify. This is going to hurt a bit. You can do it. Ooh, come on, do some damage. Oh, look at that. Yep, almost 5,000. I was going to use Blade, which will be blocked by the Wonder, which is the Excel Shield. I didn't even bother getting the Dragon Shield this time. Oh, he's blocking those, man. Those projectiles just don't do well. Oh, okay. Oh! Alright, so this form is a little bit more tricky. I think I am going to try to heal Gen. Looks like he's changing forms. This is a long elevator. This is a pretty extensive elevator shaft. Just moving around a lot and taking up multiple floors. And I thought this was supposed to be a small vessel. I mean, I guess small is kind of a relative term, but still. I don't know, it seems like he's losing a lot of his assets, because he was really decked out in the beginning, and now Spriggan is just a lot smaller than he used to be. Alrighty, so gotta heal Gen, because Gen's hurting a little bit. Actually, he can probably survive one more attack. Don't heal unless unless it seems like you know that another attack is gonna kill him. So I wouldn't. Alright, so. Yeah, 2 sword attacks definitely aren't going to combine well, but that's alright. In the crotch. Oh, look at that. He's losing his armor. Okay, so counter ECM would be useful if we actually had missile attacks, but we do not have missile attacks, so don't worry about that. Triple thrust, always useful. And I think we actually almost got him. I think one more hit should actually do it. He might turn into a cannon, which is annoying, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that this turn. That's his one sort of semi-powerful attack, to turn into a cannon, but it doesn't look like he's doing that, so... 2 hits with the sword. Not as powerful as Hyper Blast, but actually close. I mean, damage-wise, it's Hyper Blast, I think, is only a little bit more. I mean, if we had Plural Slash, he'd be dead by now, but I wanted to give it at least a little bit of a challenge. Oh, shoot all. And our friend the robot blocks all of it. Alright, so now we're going to have to heal ourselves just to remain safe. Enemy fire is going to do almost nothing. Enemy fire is probably one of the weakest attacks that you'll ever see in any game. Oh, I should use Braveheart. I should have used that earlier. Because the Lord Star has this little technique called Brave Star, which is actually quite powerful. Alright, so we're going to have our guys heal ourselves. Woo! Oh, wow. Captain Hamilton was faster than an engineer car. That's almost unheard of. Crazy. Alright, so what's it going to do? Ooh, that's going to hurt. Yeah, that's a bit painful. I mean, I know you're thinking we probably could have been better prepared for this battle. Oh, he's going to shoot little pew-pew lasers at us. That's mildly irritating. Ooh, that hurt more than I thought. Like I said, I'm sure I could have prepared a lot more for this battle, but the fact of the matter is that I just wanted to show you guys that Spriggan is more than manageable, even if you don't have optimal techniques and equipment, which for the most part we do. But I mean, our robots are so incredibly powerful that it's going to take a lot to be able to destroy them. So, gonna recover Lute next time because he's hurting a little bit. But yeah, you should be fine. Just don't be stupid. And I think he's dead. At least I think so. I don't know, maybe he's getting one more cosmetic change, but I think he's gone. Yeah. Oh, alright, so now we're gonna... Oh, so this is the pistol form. This is a little bit weird. Alright, so Lute, unfortunately, is out of... he actually ran out of WP, so... Double slashes should be fine, though. I don't think that we're gonna have that much trouble. And once Captain Hamilton is done recovering everybody, she should be able to go back to using her trick shots, which are oh so powerful. We're going to be dealing yeah, see, here's the attack I was talking about. Yeah, it hits a lot of people, and oh wow, that absolutely obliterated T260G. That's okay though. We can recover him very easily. Let's see. Trick shot. And let's use what Engineer Car was designed to do, and that was to service other mechs. So let's repair pack him, and hopefully he won't use that annoying attack again. I guess that attack was a Hyperion Bazooka in the face. Oh, but it still didn't kill her. Wow, crazy. Some of these attacks are just crazy. Meanwhile, that was blocked, so... Yeah, I kind of like this, though. This makes the battle a little bit more challenging. So, I think, yeah, we should be only a couple of rounds from winning this battle. So, whee! Alright, yeah, let's... Might as well stick with the Zero Sword. We really don't have any other options at this point. So, trick shot, ba-boom. Hopefully, Captain Hamilton doesn't get shot this time, because I think that she's very low on HP. But we'll see. Oh, no! No, don't kill her! Okay, yes. Ooh, Graviton. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, just sprayed everybody in the front. Ouch. Okay, so for this turn, we're gonna have to recover... Oh, come on, don't kill her. Oh, 6, yeah. 6 is not going to hurt that much. How are we doing on LP? Okay, so we're still fine. All right. Max Cure on myself because I desperately need it. Do we have any more Max Cures? Oh, man. I guess not. All right. Still should be able to win this. Come on, heal yourself, Captain Hamilton. I believe in you. You have, like, the single most powerful attack right now. Oh, yeah. Well, there goes our friend T60G. Knocked out again. Yeah, for some reason he's extremely weak to that, which I find really strange. Alright, so... yeah, max cure on Lute. And let's recover! Whee! It's so funny, this battle is actually starting to be more challenging than against Orluge, which is something I never thought I would ever say. Graviton is going to hurt a little bit. Alright. Oh, yeah, Gen's out. Gen's out. Yeah, so we're not going to be doing much damage to him this round, unfortunately. That's alright. I think we can survive one round without him, actually. Let's use a trick shot. Whee! Alright, so we're good. And let's... yeah, zero sword. Because really, there's no point in recovering T260 even further, because... let's face it, if he dies... if anything kills him, it's gonna be just devastating. Oh, in the face. Oh, in the back. Okay, so that did nothing to Engineer Car, which is hilarious. Alright, trick shot. Nice damage, and we got him. Alright. Yeah, that's not actually going to shoot at us. He's misguided his aim. And there goes Spriggan. He's gone. Well, that was probably one of the more exciting final battles we've actually had, just because we weren't super powerful. Then we're going to do the victory dance. That would have been funny. That would have just highlighted the insignificance of this quest. No beginning, just a victory dance. Okay, so now we're back in Lute's mom's place. Sir Lute. Uh-oh, somebody's looking for Lute. Did he get into trouble since he, you know, saved the world from Spriggan? Wow. Her mom's a real bitch, I have to say. No wonder he wanted to leave. Alright. So Lute's been squatting, I guess, secretly. Yeah, I've become useful. I defeated a giant robot. Aw. So what, nothing else has changed? Aha! Jealous, oh baby. Oh, so what's... emergency meeting? What? So I guess Lute is now some kind of super spy? Uh-oh. Yeah. I don't know, I wouldn't want to... I mean, Lute did a pretty good job in this quest and previous quest, but him as, like, a tactical leader, I'm not so sure. I feel like Engineer Car was purely in control of the tactics of our last battle. Let's put it that way. So yeah, that's it. Literally, that's the end of the quest. You have a little stupid little dialogue like that, and voila, we're done with Lute's quest. How about that? This was totally the last quest that the programmers put together, and they just kind of did it in a rush. I'm pretty sure they had like a big elaborate thing, but they just didn't have the time or the money. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's Lute's quest. So we're officially 4 down and 3 to go. So what am I going to be choosing for the next quest? Find out next time. This is the Benchinator. Let's play SaGa Frontier, and I'll see you later.